What is up, Bulls Nation? The Chicago Bulls end up losing another game. They lose to the Memphis Grizzlies 142 to 131, but they did everything they could to try to fight back, and we saw some good things in this game. We saw Modest Buzelis show that he belongs in the NBA and why he should probably be some type of piece for this team. We also saw that the Bulls played well on offense for spurts of the game. They just could not make it work defensively. We're going to talk about all that and more, but first, you got to hear the intro.
Why not? Why can't I be the MVP of the league?
Welcome to the Let's Talk Bulls podcast.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Bulls, your number one Bulls podcast in Chicago. My name's Quinton. I'm your host, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you're notified when I drop more of these videos. And with that, let's get right into it. The Chicago Bulls didn't get the victory. As a Bulls fan, I don't know whether to be happy about it or be sad about it. Part of me is pissed off that we lost the game, as any competitive fan would be, but the other half of me is just happy that we're still on pace to get a good draft pick. I don't expect this team to win a championship. I don't expect this team to go far into the playoffs. So as long as they keep looking decent, I keep seeing progress from the young players, and we can keep our pick, I don't know how mad I can really be. But let's talk about why we lost this game. And it comes down to why we lose most games. The Bulls just suck on defense. They don't have a lot of energy, they don't have a lot of IQ, and they don't have a real defensive stopper. Exactly what is the just Achilles heel to this team. And make it even worse, Patrick Williams is out. So without him there, we basically have no one on this team that has any semblance of good defense other than Modest or Io at this point. So it just comes down to them having to get better on that end. And you saw that today. Wales, a rookie for the Grizzlies, dropped 26 points on us. 10 for 14 from the field, 6 for 10 from the three-point line, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. He had a great game, and he showed that he's ready for the NBA and that he was ready to play the Bulls. You also had Scottie Pippen Jr., who has been really putting his name out there. 30 points, 2 rebounds, 10 assists on 13 to 16 from the field. The Grizzlies can shoot, and they showed it. The Bulls normally lose because they can't stop people in the post. This game, they just couldn't stop the three-point shot. It seemed like every person on the Grizzlies was throwing up a jump shot, and it was going in with little effort and no type of fear whatsoever of missing a shot. So that takes me into talking about the Bulls, what we all want to hear. Who did good? Who did bad? Who we want off this team? It's always going to be Javon Carter, regardless of what episode this is, regardless of if he plays. He's going to be my first get him off the team. But in all seriousness, the Bulls played decent this game. We got a couple people who had a good game. We had a couple people who had a bad game. We're going to start bad first. Kobe White played like shit. Absolute shit. Dog shit. Not even good shit. And the way that works is Kobe White had 30 minutes in this game, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. He was 2 for 4 from the three-point line, 4 for 11 from the field, and only 1 for 2 from the free throw line. So not only was he not shooting amazing, he also just wasn't getting to the free throw line. And that's something you got to do better. You can't just not get to the free throw line, right? On top of that, I would assume 8 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists. You're going to do better. You can't play this game and have that type of score. You can't have 8 points as a starter for the Chicago Bulls, especially with how we know Io can play. So it just then we want to talk about Vooch. Vooch did his job. 3 assists. He did the thing he was supposed to do. He put in the effort that you want to see from your big man. It just wasn't enough. It just was not enough. And sometimes during the game, the Bulls, when he was hot, just stopped going to him. At one point in this game, he had 19 points. He was the leading scorer on the team. And there were parts where the Bulls just overlooked him. Even if he was in the paint and open, we just passed it around. We didn't get him to continue to shoot, and the Bulls have to work on that. You can't have a player who's hot and not give him the ball. It's one of the reasons Vooch started to suck so much the last couple of years, is because when we don't pass him the ball, he stops being interested in playing, period. But I got to give him a shout out for his 26 points. That goes along with Zach LaVine throwing in 29 points, 3 rebounds, 10 of 19 from the field. And Zach's just been playing Zach's game, taking smart shots, going within the flow of the offense, doing the things you need to do. The issue, honestly, is I feel like he can attack even more. Maybe it's because he doesn't get fouls called as much as other players, and he tends to not want to drive sometimes because he knows he won't get a foul called. But you got to keep attacking. He's too athletic. He's too fast. He gets to the rim with too much ease for him not to try to attack almost every time he has a lane. But another great game from Zach. Josh Giddey, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. He still has not gotten that triple-double. Hopefully it'll come at some point. I hope it comes at some point, but it just hasn't yet. But as much as I have an issue with Josh Giddey's defense, sometimes you see what he can be. You see the future of what could happen to this team if Josh Giddey puts it together. I mean, the fact that a game where we're still egging about how Josh Giddey should be better, he scored 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists, tells you a lot, right? The man is almost averaging close to a triple-double with points, assists, and with getting rebounds, and we continually talk about how bad he is for this team. So if he can start hitting threes more consistently, stop making bad decisions on the court when it does come to forcing some passes, I think he's going to have a good spot on this team, getting the young players to really step up. And the big young player that stepped up tonight, the whole point of really why I even really had to make this video tonight for you is Modest Buzelis. Modest Buzelis had a breakout night tonight. He showed what the Bulls saw in him. He showed what we want to see from Patrick Williams, and that is aggression, that is skill set, shooting, and not being afraid to take shots, not being afraid to go get your shot. And that's where I was really pissed off about how the Bulls played at first. The first few times in the season that Modest played, the Bulls put him in a corner, didn't let him dribble, didn't let him do anything, and he looked terrible. He looked nervous. He's starting to gain confidence, and you see it. He's not afraid to take people off the dribble. He's not afraid to run on the fast break. He's shooting with confidence. His work with Peter Patton is clearly coming through. You can see it with how he's shooting, and he's showing that he can be a rotation piece for this team going forward, as well as if he continues to work like this, he definitely can be a starter on this team. I want him to just get more minutes. He has to get more minutes. A game like this where you see him 14 points, 3 rebounds on 6 of 13 shots. If Patrick Williams took 13 shots in the game, I think we would all have a heart attack. So the fact that we have a rookie who's willing to take that many shots confidently, he was 2 for 5 from the three-point line. He was trying to get to the rim. He has a block in there. He's playing on both ends of the court, and he's showing effort. And that's what you want from your rookie. Now, is he getting the minutes that some other players are getting? No. And that's maybe a Billy Donovan issue, maybe a Bulls issue. But with games like this, you know you have to put more Modest Buzelis into the games. Now, last one I want to talk about is the fact that the Bulls lost pretty handily this game, right? And it keeps happening where there's at least one quarter in the game where we got to give up 45 points. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just being tired and maybe they're trying to be the most conditioned team in the league and they can't get there, or if it's just the fact that they have to give up one bad quarter for them to feel okay. But the Bulls are starting to get a reputation. I think this is the fourth time we've given up 40-plus points in a quarter. Like, you can't keep doing that. Like, this is the thing that makes us angry as fans. I'm a fan. I'm a realistic Bulls fan. If you guys have watched this channel the last year, you know I don't care 100% if the Bulls win. I care about what I see. I care about if they give effort, if they look like they actually want to win a goddamn game. And sometimes in certain quarters, they don't. They crumble. And it looks like when things go bad, they don't know what to do. They're like a kid who got a bad report card and they got to take it home to their parents. They don't know how they're going to do it, what ways they can try to get out of it, what ways they can try to change the F's to A's. You just try to figure it out and nothing works. And that is our team, especially in times of need. They lose all semblance of what basketball is. So hopefully the Bulls can continue to keep giving modest minutes, keep giving, Dalen Terry minutes. Dalen Terry 2 points only this game, but once again, he's trying to be active. But a big thing I saw, and hopefully he gets some more minutes, EJ Liddell came into this game, and he did not like the fact that we were most likely going to lose, stop him from showing himself out. 2 good shots. Got a great block on Jared Jackson Jr. in this game. He looked athletic. He looked like he could shoot. He looked like he was not afraid to pull. Maybe find the man a couple minutes. I'm just saying, THT's getting some minutes. Maybe we can throw EJ Liddell in there for a few minutes, give him some of THT minutes, and let's see what he can do. But with that, it's a short little live. I want to make sure I go live for you guys more now. The more we do these, the longer they will get, the more comfortable I get. It's a whole new feeling doing lives than it is doing videos. And I hope you guys are rocking with them. So I will see you next time. Keep rocking with the channel. And don't forget, if you're new, if you like what you're seeing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and keep loving the Bulls. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.